Hello, good afternoon, guys. And our last trip, February 4, afternoon drive na ta. So in our last trip, we talked about, the athletes, Olympic performance of the Philippines. And, right now, by the way, we're here in Mabolo already, Mabolo. This is towards Cebu Business Park. This is Barangay Mabolo. So last time we talked about should athletes be vaccinated first, and because there's a plan by Congressman Mike Romero representing PBA, pambansang, I think it's about athletes, bayaning atleta yata, parang ganon. So it's like, yes, of course he would work for his constituents, which is the athletes. So that's a proposal, and I don't know if it will pass in the Congress in making athletes frontliners. But speaking of athletes, sports really had it was a bad year for sports. Basically, it's not that bad that because something happened, but because nothing happened, more or less. I mean, sports depend on a lot of people. I mean, spectators are a big part of sports. Of sporting events, especially. I mean, if you can, crowds are important, especially for players cheering you. But 2020, it was a major step back, but also people adjusted. Like PBA, NBA is crowned the champion, the LA Lakers. So LeBron won another title. The PBA had the Ginebra winning the all Filipino crown. It's just all Filipino. No, there's only one conference. Then they were in a bubble, and now although in the United States college basketball season continued, in the Philippines there was no UAP, there's no CSAFI, there's no Luoy kayo. Our student athletes did nothing. Imagine UAAP, like NCAA also generate somehow income for schools, because broadcast, rights, and also sponsorships, for example, from companies. And also it's a good way to showcase, to train the future professional athletes, like our future basketball players, volleyball players, and even mga martial arts, taekwondo. A lot of them gain experience in college, in a collegiate league. Unfortunately, cancel tanan last year, diba? And karon although 2020 also had its bright spots for Filipino athletes, for example. I think we had, although our one FC contenders were kind of wiped out, it was a bad year for them. But our golfers, for example, our female golfers, especially like Yuka Saso, has created some legend for being one of the top golfers in the Japan LPGA. And we also have Bianca Pagdangan, which is who is campaigning in the US LPGA, and for the season she was the top driving distance leader. Then to think she's a rookie, so there's a lot in store for the these pair. If you include Luis Kego, they're the ones who led the surprising gold medal for the Asian Games for the Philippines. It was surprising then, but now look at them. So meaning they were really our formidable team. Now one is in the LPGA, one is in Japan LPGA, and it's leading on the money list, I think. So it's like, wow. So it was a great year, and I think our boxers, have success with our champions as well, who did well. And then we have some people waiting for the Olympics, like Yumar Marshall, who also made a pro debut and won. So there are so many ones that somehow sports managed and our sportsmen managed. I think even our Senator Manny Pacquiao, although he was recently stripped by the WBA of his title due to inactivity, I think he will be, will be fighting soon again. So yeah, the sports is fun. And the PBA, let's go to the PBA, who will be having an draft. Upcoming draft is really fun. There are 97 applicants, and a lot of them are, field foreigners and also top collegiate players kato ng uwaan na pro na imbis eligible pa sila for like 1 year. May pag mag-pro na lang, kasi it's still uncertain, by the way, na yung AP season ng 2021, di ba? So yeah. So ang funny thing is there was a trade recently. So ang Terra Firma informed me that's Kia, by the way. Sa history ng Kia, they traded their number 1 pick before. Then that became Christian Starhardringer for some mga bench players, San Miguel, and now they're trading again. And you know what San Miguel is getting? San Miguel is getting CJ Perez, the top player of Terra Firma, former number 1 pick, and also in his rookie year, CJ Perez was leading scorer of the PBA. In the sophomore year, he's still like averaging 20 plus points. And now he's in San Miguel for, kinsay lang ipili, si Gino Alunino, Russell Escoto, Matthew Ganelas Rosser, and they have the number 8 pick in this year's draft, and I think 2022 San Miguel's draft pick in 2022. Kaya gi-add na sa katong committee kunuhay that approved the deal, but it's caused some outrage kung ano na binuang na trade. That's seriously, I mean, why? If I'm gonna trade for CJ Perez lang, then I should get a bigger haul. I don't know. I think that probably involved cash. Yeah, if I'm just gonna make money, and why not disclose it? How much really did they pay for that CJ Perez trade? It involves cash most likely. I mean, that would be, or else they just means but they get fleeced every year in year out with draft picks. I don't know who will that number 8 turn into, but can you imagine they have the number 1 pick this year, and then they have CJ Perez. What if they just pick, let's say they didn't have a big man, or you could pick a Justin Baltasar, or probably even more, because there's a Gilas draft, and most likely the Gilas draft will yield them Justin Baltasar. Then they will pick like a Joshua Monzon, or diba, with a Pasaol, imagine imagine a crazy team, diba? Kung di ba na big man, or probably I don't know how would this end up, diba? Pero imagine their number 1 pick, CJ Perez. Elisa na naman number 8 pick. Who would be the number 8 pick this year? Diba? If there's a Gilas round, I don't know who's the number 8 pick this year. Hopefully they can get like a Troy Reich, but CJ Perez paired, let's say, with a Monzon, Joshua Monzon, then they get a Pasaol, a Baltasar in the Gilas draft. It's crazy, right? It would have been crazy. But it's like, wow, what a front line and backcourt. Kompleto na. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they're serious with Matthews, Russell Escoto, and Matthew Ganuelas probably. Rosario would be good, but hopefully if he comes back to the Philippines, I mean, like, he had the potential to be like the next Norwood or something, but I don't know. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Pero comes to think of it, like it's like a crazy trade. I mean, a lot of people got mad, and a lot of people said they want to boycott PBA. Low naman sa atin, I don't know if you're gonna boycott PBA, what are you gonna watch? But sa probinsya gihapon, yeah, it's a big boycott. Di ba? That's the only sense of entertainment sa una na to. I mean, that's the PBA. No matter how we malign it, that's our league. Liga ng bayan na. I mean, people watch it. People from all over the country, sa mga bukid, sa probinsya. Hey, PBA players will be one. Nebra was like, Nebra is always gonna be the known team, and San Miguel. So kung mingon lang ko if San Miguel won't get a Grand Slam, so probably ako na lang wish is to stop this all, because I think the owners of San Miguel and even the management are pulling all stops na mag-Grand Slams. Let's just give them the Grand Slam, and hopefully after they get a Grand Slam, they won't be greedy anymore. Yeah, make the league exciting, make the league unpredictable, make the league, well, I mean, it's hard to make a balanced league when the resources of teams are probably different. I mean, there's a company that owns, there are two companies owning at least 3 teams. So, diba? San Miguel owns Ginebra and the Pure Foods, and then the NLEX, TNT, Meralco Triumvirate of the MVP group. Yeah, it's fun. It's like fun. I think it's time to add more teams, but I don't know. It's a logistics problem na sa gihapon if you have so many PBA teams. But I think the best case scenario, I think, PBA having like 16 teams would be perfect. Yes, sila daghan kay options, 16 teams. It could be like 2 groups of 8, then round robin, then blah blah blah, crossover. So many options. Even 1 game eliminations for 16, top 16 or top 8 playoffs. Lingaw kaayo na. Diba? Probably that's the perfect number, but a franchise of the PBA, it's a business gapon, so it's gonna be expensive. But are there teams who can afford right now? I don't know. Hopefully the Ayalas would like to make a comeback, and maybe probably, yeah, but they can't use Globe. Globe would be nice. Diba? So kanila mga non-competing clauses, it would be, but di kayo ba? Supposed to be okay na Globe and Talk and Text, and they'll make a rivalry. Diba? Kanindot na balik ng Tanduay versus Ginebra, or Tanduay versus Añejo. So, diba? Phoenix versus Petron. So, mana guys, thank you so much for listening, by the way, on this little rant on sports and the PBA. But yeah, I hope we'll have more opportunities for the athletes and the student athletes as well for the coming year. Hopefully it will be a great year. Kay hurot na akong battery actually, and yeah, and I'm here in my destination. So thank you so much for listening, and let's continue this talk tomorrow. And thank you, and see you. Bye.